everyone, I'm Becky.
I'm Sarah.
And we're doing Bickering Book Reviews. Today we are talking about Start Here by Trish Doller, which I somehow managed to get off of NetGalley and Edelweiss.
Just Edelweiss for me, thank you very much.
Because I requested it on both without paying attention, and they don't usually approve you on both.
I really kind of just stuck to Edelweiss because I don't want to mess with my NetGalley rating.
Yeah.
I'm like super nervous about that.
Well, I made like 98%.
Well, plus I have all these books that I haven't read that I need to because there's no audiobooks now that it's like over, whatever.
Anyway.
I don't want to talk about it.
So this book is about Willa and Taylor, who were both best friends with Finley. And Finley had been sick as a child, and then in her senior year of high school, her leukemia came back and she died. And they had all planned their summer after their senior year to take a sailboat trip from Sandusky, Ohio, along the Great Loop, which is like all of the rivers that connect. And they weren't going to go, but then since they promised Taylor, because even though they were both Finley, even though Willa and Taylor were both friends with Finley, they weren't really friends with each other. But since they had both promised Finley, they went. And then Finley had left them this list of clues of things that they should try to discover and things they were trying to find. And it's like their journey. So we had very different reactions to this book.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say that I hated it, because I didn't hate it. I just didn't like it.
See, I really liked it.
And I did not really like it.
But I always like Trish Doller's books. I like the way she writes.
I think, so I'm like trying to kind of, when I was reading it, I knew why I didn't like it. And so now I'm like trying to like get back into that headspace. And part of it was, I was never invested in Finley. I didn't see enough of her. And yeah, you're doing the flashbacks with Taylor talking about like what happened before and all of that. But it was never fully developed enough or fully kind of visceral enough for me to care about upholding Finley's memory, which sounds terrible because she's dead. And like, of course you want to uphold your friend's memory. But me as an outside reader, I am not with you.
So I didn't need Finley. I thought Taylor and particularly Willa were developed enough that I could see they needed to go on this journey for themselves. And while they were doing it for Finley, it was also really for them. So the flashbacks of Finley for me were enough.
No, I don't think Taylor and Willa were developed enough together. Like I think individually,
that's kind of the point.
But like it just didn't work for me. It just didn't.
I really liked it.
And the clues, like, super didn't work for me.
See, and I thought like, the clues were supposed to be super vague and you were able to put anything.
I didn't like it. They were super vague, and I don't like it. I think it should have been integrated better. I think it should have been fleshed out better.
See, I thought it was perfectly fine. I really enjoyed this. I read this book in, like, a day, and I had been having such a hard time struggling through some of the other books that we're actually talking about today. No. And, like, this, I just, like, zoomed right through it.
I did. This one took me the longest, I think.
See, and I was like, but her books, I always read them in, like, a day. No. I loved, what was it called? Something, like, Normal, and then the one where the girl was kidnapped where the stars shine. Both of those, I read them, like, in a day, and I liked the characters, I liked the plot.
I think the only part that I really liked about this was when Wyatt came onto the scene. Like, that was the only part I
liked Wyatt a lot.
And if they could have spent longer there, like, I probably would have enjoyed it way more. Because even their, like, jaunts, like, off the boat were never really, like, there was nothing really there. Like, and they weren't getting off the boat very often, so a lot of times it was just, like, them on a boat fighting.
See, I don't know. I really enjoyed it. Like,
I mean, I'm not against giving this to somebody. I'm not against kind of, like, recommending it to somebody. But no, I wasn't like, I super enjoy this. I wasn't there.
See, I got hooked. I got sucked in.
I was not sucked in.
We should just rate it.
Okay.
Our rating system starts at the top. 5 unicorns, we put on 2 unicorns. If you don't like it, it's a horse.
I think I'm at 2 unicorns.
See, I'm at 4.
Yeah.
I was sucked in. I liked the story. I liked the characters.
Yeah, no.
Yep.
No.
So that is where we are on Start Here by Trish Doller.
All right, see you around.
Bye.